Welcome to Movies Unlocked. At the beginning of the movie, we see a group of masked robbers carrying out a carefully planned bank heist. Each of them is assigned a specific role, but surprisingly, they begin killing each other one by one during the robbery. This is not accidental. It is part of a plan designed by their mastermind, who told them that fewer partners mean a bigger share of the money. Because of this twisted idea, they keep eliminating one another until only one man remains. That final survivor is revealed to be the Joker. Still wearing his mask, he calmly collects all the money and walks away, leaving chaos behind. At the same time, the city is struggling with rising crime. However, there is one man who stands against it, Batman. Due to his actions, the city has started to experience some level of peace and order. When Batman learns about the bank robbery, he decides to investigate further and meets a police officer. Alongside them is an honest and determined lawyer who strongly believes in justice and wants to eliminate crime completely from the city. The police officer asks the lawyer to provide details about banks that are secretly holding money belonging to criminals. The plan is to gather all that illegal money in one secure place so it can be controlled and protected. He also mentions that Batman supports this plan. The lawyer agrees without hesitation, saying that he respects Batman and is willing to help. Meanwhile, we are introduced to a wealthy businessman. No one knows his true identity. He is actually Batman himself, living a double life. Soon after, we see a meeting of powerful underworld criminals. Suddenly, a mysterious man appears on a television screen. He claims that the stolen money actually belonged to him and warns them about the police plan. He makes it clear that he will not allow this to happen. He also warns that Batman will come after them. The criminals, already dangerous and ruthless, respond by saying that Batman is their enemy and they must stop him at any cost. The criminals then question each other, asking why Batman hasn't been killed yet. The Joker responds calmly, saying that Batman is extremely strong and has managed to reduce crime across the entire city in a very short time. He adds that killing Batman is not the difficult part, but doing it for free would take away the fun. The criminals quickly understand that the Joker wants money in exchange for killing Batman. This deal actually benefits them too, because Batman is their biggest enemy. So, they ask Joker how much he wants. The Joker smirks and replies, "How rich are you?" He then demands half of all their money. At this point, a clever and aggressive gangster stands up. He gets angry and questions Joker, asking if he thinks they are fools. He reminds Joker how difficult it was for them to earn that money and accuses him of being the one behind the bank robbery. The gangster threatens that he won't let Joker leave alive. But as he moves forward, Joker suddenly opens his jacket, revealing multiple bombs strapped to his body. He warns everyone that if anyone comes closer, he will blow them all up. The room falls silent. The gangster, realizing the danger, steps back but issues a warning. He declares that anyone who brings Joker to him dead will be rewarded with $500,000, and anyone who brings him alive will get $1 million. He confidently says that for money, someone will definitely betray Joker. In response, Joker casually hands him his number and says he can call anytime. Then he simply walks away, as if none of this matters to him. Meanwhile, on the other side, Batman, the honest lawyer, also known as Harvey Dent, and the police officer are having a discussion. They are confused about how the criminals found out about their plan to raid the banks. Before the police could act, all the money had already been moved. This leads them to suspect that someone within their own team is secretly working with the criminals and leaking information. They conclude that if they can capture the main underworld leader, the one who escaped earlier, they can force him to reveal that if this is the case, he will personally bring that man back. He goes to the place where the suspect had fled. The location is heavily guarded with high-level security, but despite all the protection, Batman manages to capture the man and bring him back. The man is then taken to the police officer and the lawyer for questioning. At first, he denies everything and claims that he doesn't know anything. He explains that he is not the leader of the criminals, but just an accountant. His job is only to manage and keep track of their money. However, when they question him further, he reveals that he knows the names and addresses of everyone involved in handling this illegal money. Based on this information, the lawyer takes action and manages to get many criminals arrested. On the other side, the Joker is trying to figure out the true identity of Batman. He becomes obsessed with uncovering who Batman really is and starts killing people to achieve this goal. In fact, there are also many people in the city who have started wearing Batman masks, inspired by him. Meanwhile, Batman, in his real identity as a wealthy businessman, hosts a party. He invites the lawyer, Harvey Dent, along with an old friend who is now close to Harvey. During the party, Batman praises Harvey Dent, calling him a true hero and a symbol of justice. Suddenly, Batman receives information that the Joker is coming to the party and that he is targeting Harvey Dent. Acting quickly, Batman hides Harvey after knocking him unconscious, so Joker cannot find him. When Joker arrives, he starts asking where Harvey is. At that moment, Harvey's friend confronts him and tries to stop him. Joker is about to attack her, but Batman suddenly appears. Seeing Batman, Joker grabs the woman at gunpoint. As Batman moves forward to save her, Joker throws her off the building. Without hesitation, Batman jumps after her and successfully saves her. His suit protects him from serious injury. Meanwhile, Joker escapes and, in his chaos, kills a police officer and even a judge, spreading fear across the city. The judge who was killed was the same one responsible for giving the verdict against the criminals that Batman had helped arrest. This makes it clear that Joker is targeting key people connected to justice. Next, Joker plans to kill the city's mayor. However, when a police officer learns about this, he sacrifices his own life to save the mayor, showing how serious the situation has become. Meanwhile, the lawyer realizes that Joker is now targeting his close friend, the same woman who was once close to Batman. Worried for her safety, he urges her to go somewhere secure as quickly as possible so Joker cannot reach her. On the other side, Batman is trying to find Joker's location. He questions a man, but the man tells him that finding Joker is nearly impossible. He explains that Joker is extremely dangerous, fearless, and unpredictable. He says Joker will never come out in front of Batman unless Batman reveals his true identity. At the same time, the lawyer is also questioning someone about Joker, but that man refuses to give any information. The lawyer becomes aggressive and threatens to kill him if he doesn't speak. Just then, Batman arrives and stops him. He reminds the lawyer that people see him as a symbol of justice, supporting his actions. Batman then admits that he feels responsible for Joker's actions. He says that Joker is causing chaos because of him. To stop this, he decides to reveal his identity publicly. He asks the lawyer to arrange a press conference the next day. He plans to remove his mask in front of everyone so that Joker will stop targeting innocent people. The lawyer disagrees and tells Batman not to give up, but Batman does not listen and leaves. The next day, a large press conference is held, with many people gathered. There is growing pressure on Batman to reveal his identity. As the crowd waits, Batman, standing there in the form of the wealthy businessman, prepares to reveal his face. However, the lawyer does not want the police to treat Batman harshly, so he makes a shocking decision. He steps forward and claims that he himself is Batman, taking full responsibility. He says that he is ready to surrender without any resistance. The police immediately arrest him and take him into custody. When Joker hears this news, he quickly starts chasing the police convoy because he wants to confront Batman face to face and prove his dominance. Believing the lawyer is Batman, Joker follows the vehicle carrying him. But suddenly, the real Batman appears and attacks Joker's vehicle with full force. Joker steps out, and instead of being afraid or surprised, he starts firing at Batman without hesitation. Batman rides toward him on his bike, while Joker stands in the middle of the road, almost inviting him to run him over. He wants to prove that he is completely fearless and not afraid of death. But Batman is not a killer. At the last moment, he turns his bike to avoid hitting Joker. Because of this sudden move, the bike loses balance, crashes badly, and Batman falls unconscious on the road. Joker now has the perfect chance to see Batman's face. But just as he is about to act, someone suddenly points a gun at him. It turns out to be the same police officer who was believed to be dead while saving the mayor. In reality, it was all part of a smart plan, and he was alive the whole time. Joker is finally arrested. Soon, the truth is revealed that the lawyer, Harvey Dent, is not Batman. He is released with respect, and some officers are assigned to escort him home safely. However, those officers are actually Joker's men in disguise. They capture Harvey Dent and take him away forcefully. When Batman learns this, he goes to Joker and demands to know where they have taken him. He brutally interrogates Joker, but nothing seems to affect him at all. Joker only mocks Batman, saying that now he is trying to save him, even though earlier he allowed him to be taken as Batman. Batman asks Joker why he is so obsessed with him and why he wants to kill him. Joker calmly replies that he doesn't want to kill Batman. Instead, he wants to prove a point, that Batman's rules and moral code are meaningless and will eventually break. Joker then reveals something shocking. He says that both the lawyer and the woman, who is close to both Batman and the lawyer, are in his custody. Batman loses control and starts beating Joker, demanding to know where they are. Joker, however, shows no fear and says that Batman's violence has no effect on him. Finally, Joker gives him the locations, but with a cruel twist. He tells Batman that he will only be able to save one of them, not both. Batman immediately rushes to the location where he believes the woman is being held. But when he arrives, he realizes it was a trap. The person there is actually the lawyer. Joker had switched the locations intentionally, ensuring that the woman would not be saved no matter what Batman did. Before Batman can do anything, a massive explosion occurs. At the same time, another explosion happens at the second location. The woman dies in the blast. However, Batman manages to rescue the lawyer just before the explosion, but the damage is severe. Half of his face is badly burned and permanently disfigured. While everyone is distracted, Joker escapes. He later meets the Underworld's accountant, who now controls all the criminal money. At first, Joker seems pleased. But suddenly, he burns the entire pile of money along with the accountant, showing that he only cares about chaos. Meanwhile, the police decide to evacuate all hospitals in the city. In one hospital, the injured lawyer is recovering. Suddenly, Joker arrives and approaches him. He tells him not to believe that he alone caused the woman's death and manipulates his thinking. He suggests that others may be responsible too, and encourages him to take revenge. Joker tells him that if he still believes everything is his fault, then he should just shoot him right now and end it. But the lawyer cannot bring himself to do it. Joker then calmly walks out of the hospital, and as soon as he exits, he blows the entire building up. Luckily, no one dies because the police had already evacuated all the hospitals in advance, preventing a massive tragedy. After the explosion, no one knows where the lawyer has gone. The city falls into panic, and people begin to fear for their lives, thinking that nowhere is safe anymore and that they should leave the city as soon as possible. On the other side, we see that the lawyer is still alive, but now completely changed from within, filled with anger and pain. Meanwhile, Batman continues searching for Joker. He has installed trackers across the city to locate him more efficiently. Eventually, he reaches a building where Joker is believed to be hiding. Outside, there are several armed men guarding the place. At first, it seems like they are Joker's men. But in reality, Joker has taken innocent people hostage and disguised them. Batman realizes this just in time and manages to save them carefully without harming anyone. Soon after, we are shown two ferries, one filled with ordinary citizens and the other with dangerous criminals. Joker's voice echoes through a speaker. He reveals that both ferries are rigged with explosives. He explains his twisted game. Each ferry has a detonator that can destroy the other ferry completely. If one group chooses to blow up the other, they can save themselves. But if neither acts, both ferries will explode at midnight. Fear and tension spread rapidly. Some people suggest sacrificing the other ferry to survive, while others refuse, choosing humanity over fear. This goes completely against Joker's belief that people will abandon their morals under pressure. At that moment, Batman finally arrives at Joker's location. But Joker attacks him from the shadows and says that Batman's arrival won't change anything at all. Joker announces that he is about to blow up both ferries. The timer is almost over, and the moment of decision has arrived. Everyone is terrified, knowing that one wrong choice could kill hundreds of innocent people within seconds. But something unexpected happens. Neither ferry presses the button. Even in fear, people refuse to kill others just to save themselves. Their humanity and compassion are still alive, and they are unable to take such a cruel step. This goes completely against Joker's belief. He thought people would abandon their morals under pressure, but here they prove him wrong. Frustrated, Joker decides to press the button himself and end the game once and for all. But at that moment, Batman arrives and stops him, pushing him away before he can detonate the bombs. Instead of being angry, Joker starts laughing loudly. He is actually happy and satisfied, because this is what he wanted, to push Batman beyond his limits and break his moral code completely. But Batman refuses. Instead of killing Joker, he captures him and holds onto his principles. Joker continues to provoke him. He says the city praises the lawyer as a hero, but he has already turned him into something worse to prove his point. Batman ignores him. Soon, the police arrive and arrest Joker. Meanwhile, the lawyer, now completely broken, goes to the place where his loved one died. Filled with anger and pain, he kidnaps the police officer's family. Blaming them for her death, he holds the officer's son at gunpoint, ready to take revenge. At that moment, Batman arrives and tries to stop him. He tells him that Joker wants him to become a criminal. Batman reminds him that people still believe he is a good man. If he crosses this line, everything will be lost forever. The lawyer, confused and emotionally shattered, takes out a coin. He flips it into the air, leaving the final decision to chance. He flips the coin, and it decides that Batman should die. Without hesitation, he shoots Batman. Then he points the gun at himself and flips the coin again. But this time, it doesn't land in favor of killing himself. So, he slowly turns the gun toward the police officer's son, ready to take another life. Before he can do anything, Batman suddenly arrives and pushes him, causing him to fall and die. The police officer is left in shock and realizes that Joker's plan has succeeded. The lawyer, who was once honest and respected, is now seen as a criminal in everyone's eyes. People have completely lost faith in him. At the same time, Joker also wanted Batman to break his rule of never killing anyone, and that has happened too. Batman refuses to accept this outcome. He tells the officer that they must protect the lawyer's image at any cost. He says the world should continue to see him as a hero, no matter what the truth is. Batman then makes a huge sacrifice. He tells them to blame him for all the crimes committed by the lawyer. He says it doesn't matter what people think about him, because no one knows his real identity and he can handle the blame. The officer is hesitant, but he finally agrees. Soon, the truth is hidden, and the lawyer is remembered as a hero once again. However, in the eyes of the people, Batman becomes a villain and is blamed for everything. Despite that, the city slowly returns to normal, and people continue their lives as before. And with that, the story finally comes to an end.